Hey YouTube, what's up? Happy New Year! Do you know that every once in a while you do something so stupid that you think, well, this actually merits a don't try this at home kind of video? Well, that's exactly what we've got here. So I call up my mate and we decided to go out to Schrattenbach on the 2nd of January, Sunday. The ridge, you're looking at it here, is about 4 kilometers wide, with a 60-meter height difference only between takeoff and landing, but it works wonders on a normal day. Now this day, of course, being anything but normal. Even though I've had a Skyside subscription for over a year now, for some reason I only checked windy.com for the wind conditions that day, and they said 20 to 26 kilometers per hour normal wind with 35 to 39 kilometer gusts, which seemed fair enough. Now the problem with that, of course, is that that tells you nothing about the gradient. And this is what Météo Parapente had to say about it. Lovely. So from this, two things are obvious. If you don't speed up, you'll be going backwards. And this will be turbulent as f***. So let's get into it. 9 minutes of hell with my commentary. Takeoff was okay, given the circumstances. Quickly go for the speed bar, pull some speed on, get away from the ridge, then, as per usual, make it across to the right, trying to get some clearance here, gain some altitude and just settle into the flight. So far, so good. I am beginning to get a feeling, though, for the bumpiness of the day. I still haven't reached for my zipper, which is what I normally do. As soon as I have sufficient clearance, I do like to zip up and then also bring down the top zipper. I'm not doing that because the flight already demands all of my attention, and as you can see, even though we're only about 50 meters above takeoff, it's already just going side to side, not penetrating at all. In fact, I think I just went backwards there for a little while. So there's certain sections on the ridge that are bumpy regardless of wind speeds on any given day. And so I'm thinking, well, it seems to be a little bit turbulent to the right, so I'm going back to the left to explore some more. And I think at this point it's now hit me that this is not going to be a pleasant flight at all. I don't know how much you know about an Atos in the air, but the thing normally just doesn't move like that. I mean, this is all over the place. And still haven't zipped up, just fully concentrated on keeping the Atos pointed into headwind and compensating for all the bumps I'm getting. So this is the furthest I managed to get away from the ridge, except for the landing part. Flaps are set to 15%, but I'm pulling. I think I'm probably going about 60, 65 kilometers an hour. As you can see, I did manage to close the zipper, but as soon as I took even one hand off the bar, just went all out of control. So now it's really sunken in. This is shit, and I need to get down. And this is where the real fun starts. So I'm guesstimating this is about 100 meters above launch, and so now we're in 65 kilometers an hour winds, and it's a handful. I also remember being in two minds about what to do, because slow down or pull on the flaps and you go backwards, speed up, and you'll be hitting turbulences at speeds of, I don't know, 80, 90, nearly 100. Do you really want that? So it was trying to decide on a moment-by-moment basis what to do. And I think what I'm going to do here in a minute is actually commit and pull the flaps, try and lose some altitude by pulling the flaps and speeding up. To manage to do that. You can see my mate in his U2 having the same problems as I am. So we're both just trying to stay ahead of the ridge, somehow get down. Also, for those of you watching, I don't know how familiar you are with what Atos looks like in the air on a normal day. The thing pretty much doesn't move. I mean, when I say it doesn't move, I mean the wing deformations you can see here, the constant up and down, the bumps, the just the getting shaken about by the turbulence. Normally you don't see any of that. So this is quite extraordinary. So flaps are in fully down position, pulling as much as I can, but if you can hear this, the vario's going mental. It's just going up regardless. But I'm determined to lose altitude. It seems to be working a little bit. I do reach over for the flaps. Say screw it, I'll just risk getting battered even worse than I am already, but I want to get away from that ridge. I need to get away from the Venturi effect that's keeping me pinned. So, meter by meter, we're struggling forward. So as I'm clawing my way back to freedom inch by inch, we're coming up to the most remarkable moment of the flight. Now do check the ridge behind me as a point of reference as I go down, because this seems near enough freefall. And what just happened there, I think only my appanage protected me from a tuck. I don't know how close that was, I've no idea. I need to talk to Felix about this, but yeah, I think the appanage saved me. If it hadn't been for that, I think that may have been a tuck, I don't know. But I may be exaggerating, I don't know. Certainly felt like it. But yeah, so soon as I'm away from the ridge, things seem to be calming down, relatively speaking. Still bumpy as hell, but somehow manageable. And I'm preparing to put her down just to the right of that path you can see now, that little the little hamlet there in front of the motorway. So this is sort of my downwind part of the approach. Base is only a single turn, which I decide to make right here. There we go. And then coming into final, starting now. I managed to get the zipper open, and I did want to keep my options open. Perhaps have a landing on my legs instead of on the skids. But yeah, I think at this point I've already decided to to land in a prone position, because I thought it was safe, I had more control. Didn't want to let go of that speed bar with both hands, even down here. And yeah, I think I'm in the clear now. There are 2 wooden poles they use to delineate the plot of land. Just managed to evade those 2. And, yep, not over yet. There we go. Ha! Finally! Yeah. What's the moral of the story? Don't do this at home, kids, and prepare your flight appropriately. Anyway. Happy landings!